Hello, Internet. Welcome to Pike playing Hearthstone. And of course, I'm going to continue playing Naxxramas because, I want those cards, I guess. But, I've also decided to start 2 new playlists for Hearthstone because this little game, which is totally for free for me, is funny. I like it, though I dare say I'm not very good at it. So I would love to make this somewhat interactive, with lots of feedback and stuff. I've checked out there, and there are a few channels like what's their names, Kriparian and Trump and whatnot, who do a lot of Hearthstone videos, but these guys are professionals. They have all the cards, they have unbelievable amounts of gold, they have unbelievable amounts of dust. I don't. Which means whatever I do, I have to do with the meager means I have, and I dare say somewhat more fun this is. So, let's start the first series, which is Climbing the Ladder Freestyle, which basically means we're going to try and get to Legend. Oh yes. Currently I'm rank 18, and I've been playing around with a few decks. By the way, I never research decks on the internet. I'm aware of the fact that this is possible. I dare say if you I don't know, go to Google and search best possible mech deck, you'll get loads of decks that are very successful, but that takes away the fun. I mean, trying and tweaking, and I've got notes here actually, really on paper, saying how I constructed a deck and what I changed after I found out, okay, I've played it for 10 times and I lost 8 of them and only won 2. Let's try and shift some cards around, and oh, next time I won 5, so it got better, so let's try and try. It's fun, alright? So, currently I'm playing around with Avast, which of course means, I'll stop right there. It's a pirate deck. It's a rogue pirate deck, and it's lots of fun, but of course, as I am a free player who hasn't spent any money, there are quite a few cards missing. Same goes for the mech army. It's a rogue mech deck. I had this idea of trying to use the Iron Sensei after I actually got a golden one in one of my packs. So this has a lot to do with shadowing and buffing up mechs. I dare say this one works quite well. I've got like a 50-50 or even 60-40. This one doesn't yet. There's still a few things missing. I've got Bombs, which is a very funny deck, Warlock deck, which basically, well, the main thing in this deck are 2 floating watchers. I guess you know. Let's change this, by the way. Let's go here. Show you. Like I said, this is the pirate deck. As you can see, it's got lots of pirates. The Buccaneer, which is a new one from the Grand Tournament, which actually made it even possible to play this deck, because before the Buccaneer, I actually didn't have enough pirates. So now I have 2 South Sea deck hands. I've got 1 Blade Flurry. I know lots of people say, you need 2 in a deck. I don't have 2, I just have 1. Eviscerates, Bloodsail Raiders, the Goblin Outer Barber, One-Eyed Cheat, 2 of them. Ship's Cannon, 2 of them. The Fan of Knives, Sharpsword Oil, Dread Corsair, 2 Jeeves in order to keep drawing, 1 Assassinate in case there's a big taunt in my way, and 2 Salty Dogs. Now, I know there's a legendary Captain Greenskin. I don't have it. And they are the South Sea Captains, which gives +1/+1 to each pirate. I would love to have one, but I don't. And there's even another legendary from the Grand Tournament, which I've seen once in a brawl. It's called something Sky Captain. I don't have it either. But still, this deck kind of works. You get like a 50-50 out of it. So not perfect. The Mech Army, something that I've been doodling around for a long time. The main thing, of course, the Micro Machine getting bigger and bigger. The Iron Sensei. And the Master of Disguise, which disguises one of the Micro Machines, and then it goes up and up and up and up, and the Iron Sensei pushes it even further and further. Yeah. Of course, a Dr. Boom would be perfect, because the two bombs are mechs, which would then grow bigger and bigger. But I don't have a Dr. Boom. So, I have to work with what we've got here. Bombs! Yeah, it's got lots of bombs in here, like Dark Bomb, only have one. Mad Bomber, two of them. The main important card, basically, is the Floating Watcher. We've got two of them here. Because whenever my hero takes damage on my turn, I gain +2/+2. Now, imagine you have one of these, 4/4 creature, and you play the Mad Bomber. Now, imagine a worst-case scenario. All 6 of them hit you. Each time, it means dealing 1 damage. So each time it hits you, this guy gets +6/+6. So you get +12/+12. So instead of a 4/4, all of a sudden you have a 16/16 creature. And since you've probably made some damage with all the small cards and up front, well, that could be a one-turn. Just imagine you have 2 of them. That would be 2 times 16. I've had that once, actually. I usually play lots of casual to test around with the decks, and I once had that. 2 of them out. One, and I've got 2 times 16 damage in 1 turn. I just went for him and did 32 damage, dead. Sorry. So, yeah. Sometimes it works. Usually, if you win long before that happens, but hey. And it's always fun, because these bombers, the random factor, I was told it's called RNG, so yeah. I've got a basic druid deck, I guess. It's like getting out creatures really fast, using like wild growth and innovate to get lots of mana and get out big creatures as fast as possible, and then dealing damage. That's basically it. There's nothing big in there, I guess. The priest is I don't know, it's like a mixture of all kinds of things. It's got a Deathwing in here, because yes, I do have legends. Can I legends. I actually have no, legendary. Legendary? I know, because of stupid me. There we go. Shouldn't that work? Legendary? I've got an Alakir the Windlord, a golden one. It was in one of my packs. Very nice. I've got Max. Nah, I think I got that because I played the first level of Naxxramas. And I've got a Deathwing, and that's all. That's all I've got. Sorry about that. I've got... Of course, I have. That's another Warlock deck. It's called Demon Alcohol, after the famous song from Ozzy Osbourne. And yeah, it's got quite a few demons and lots of other stuff. I played around with the Brewmaster, because Brewmaster and Healbot is kind of a nice combo. Yeah, playing around with all kinds of ideas that I had. Usually gives... I got like a 60-40, I think, on... Oh, where's my paper? Yeah, that was 60... casual, of course. Where other people test their decks too, of course. I'm quite aware it's not ladder. There's the Shamek deck. As you notice, I like mechs. I like it. That's lots of fun. Love the mechs. I also love pirates. I kind of like demons. I don't like dragons. I usually like dragons, but in this case, I don't know. Most of the dragons are not so nice. I don't like murlocs. They're slimy. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. What else have we got here? Oh yeah, this is basically like lots of mechs, cog masters, of course, and well, Tinkertown technicians to get the synergies. Yeah, some big creatures for the late game. I read somewhere that Alakir the Windlord is actually the legendary that gets you the most wins when played. So usually when this guy gets played, you actually win the game. And it's kind of true. After I read this, I paid attention. And it's true. Every time I actually played the guy, I won the game. Whenever I lost with this deck, I never played him. It just didn't happen. So, yeah, again, Force Tank Max, which is a nice replacement for Dr. Boom, because I don't have it. My most successful deck is Fire and Ice, which is I don't know. I've heard that whenever I play ladder, I face a lot of mages, and usually they're frost mages. They're like freezing, or they're like mech mages. I play kind of like a mixture of both. Like I'm frosting, I'm fireballing, I've got mechs in here. Kind of a mixture of it all. Basically works quite well. So of course we're going to play these on the ladder, and you can make suggestions like tell me, look, this card is not a good idea because I want a because, please. I want an explanation. Why don't you replace it with another card? So let's have some lively discussions, and maybe we can, I don't know, improve and fine-tune all of the decks, I'm quite sure. There's lots of ideas in here. And yet again, whenever I play against one of these decks on ladder, usually in turn 7 or 8, they play Dr. Boom or they play the Archmage Antonidas. Oh, great cards, and I'm quite sure they would improve this deck immensely, but we don't have them. So, yeah. Alright, so these are the decks that we're going to use to play on ladder. Now, my idea was to basically play them all once, and you can take a look at each deck and then tell me what you think of it and how we should commence. Alright? So, I hope we're going to have fun with this. Welcome to Pike Free Climbing the Ladder. See you in the next video.